Alright, you can go. Go nuts.
All right. I really do enjoy these political conversations as long as it's neutral. Like
Yeah.
no one's it's not a debate and it's not a fight. It's just us talking. Like basically what we've been doing this entire time, just talking and maybe getting emotional or like really passionate about it, but it's never like a fight. It's never one person trying to change the other person's mind. It's just like talking. I
Yeah.
really enjoy it, especially with some of my gal friends who are really passionate about about the same political stuff that I am, because then we start literally yelling, and we're not yelling at each other. We're just yelling because like we're so excited to be talking about it. I really enjoy it. But I hate debates. I fucking hate them. I get all shaky and anxious and I feel like I'm going to die.
There's so many rules to that sort of shit.
So many rules. Want to I just okay. I am an extrovert, but I hate cities. I grew up in the country. I grew up with either neighbors that were all old and living on the countryside, or neighbors that were few and far between. And I always grew up with a lot of like yard and at least two animals until we moved away with Jeremy,
Yeah,
but
I was the
my
same.
mom's boyfriend.
I
So cities, they make me super anxious. The city, oh my god, the buildings are so big.
No, I
Like
grew.
I look
I
up.
grew up in the suburbs for a while, and then I moved to like the
Oh god,
city.
no! I straight up lived in Farmtown.
Yeah, I grew up in a farm town for like a good, I want to say 10 years, but that's probably not right. Somewhere between
Can't
like,
even call it a town.
trust me, we were like a good 10 minute drive from the town, which turned into like an hour walk if you wanted to go. I, yeah, it's forced to grow up there when you go to high school in the suburbs is like the worst.
Yeah, like I'll be walking down the fucking I'll be walking down the sidewalk and I'll just be, doing whatever the fuck I am. Maybe I'm walking, maybe I took the fucking bus to the downtown transit center and we're going to the mall that's like a block away, and I'll like look up cuz I like to look either down or up when I walk. I never like to look forward. I like to either watch my feet or I like to watch the clouds, and I'll look up and I see the buildings like looming over me and I feel like they're gonna collapse. And I'm like, who the fuck would ever want to live
I've
by
had
one
that
of
experience.
these?
The first time you go in the city, you look up and you just feel dizzy, looking up at like these fucking
Oh
never-ending
god, but
skyscrapers.
yeah, but especially because like I fucking never saw those when I was little. The most I saw with them was like when I would go downtown. Oh god, when would we go downtown? What? I don't think. Oh god, wait. Did she work at the cafe before? Yeah, sometimes I would come with my mom to work, and she worked at a cafe downtown. But I would never see how big the buildings were because I was either inside or just focusing on, again, my feet as I walk. I've always been like that. I don't know why. It's not an anxiety thing. It's just what I do. I just watch things. I'm a watcher.
Yeah,
I'm a
going to the
watcher,
city
not a
is always
doer.
exciting. It's vibrant and lively and stuff. Growing up in the country, you're just bored. There's nothing unless you grow up on a farm with like animals and stuff. It's just boring, man. Like honestly, you
I
do.
mean, when I grew up, we were really, really poor, and my dad was really, really bad with money, and really like, what's the word for, it's not evil. It's like less than evil, but like more than bad. Devious?
Devious, maybe.
I don't know. But he was really bad with money, and he would spend it on things before we even got to do it with our bills. So we were
Yeah,
always
I.
super short on it.
That's
And so we moved a lot. I think we moved maybe 13 or 14 times before I hit 5th grade.
Jesus.
And yeah, So I've been to this. These will mean nothing to you, but I went from like Kaiser to Salem, Almsville, back to Kaiser.
I know where
I think
Salem is. That's near Boston, right?
4 hours.
Okay. I
He's
played
in a
Fallout
different.
4. I know my shit.
um. Yeah, we kind of moved all over, and I am an only child too, and
Your dad had
when
a
I
weak
was younger.
sperm. That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fucking whatever. um, and when I was younger, I always had my hair super long, and I was always super short. I still wish that I was short. I hate being above average height, even if it's only by like an inch. I hate it. I was always vibing when I was small. It was part of my personality. Now it's not, and it makes me super depressed. Anyway, um, I was always super short and super freckled and super 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 long hair and super like I would play in the dirt and like picked up bugs and stuff and like really I don't remember when I got into video games. Um but people would pick on me and like pull my hair or cut my hair and stuff or just like push me over or just say really bad things to me.
Bullies are assholes. You know, we all.
Yeah, they are. And so I was really bad at making friends because everyone thought I was super weird because I was just this extroverted little hippie child because my mom is a hippie. I'm not it's not like a really like super exaggerated bad hippie, but she's just kind of like, everyone is family, smoke a lot of weed, nomadic kind of lifestyle.
You know we're recording, right?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Just checking.
it's legal where I am.
Okay, good. That's
Yeah.
fine. Just checking.
Yeah. I wouldn't say anything incriminating.
That's good to know.
Uh
Like, you know. Alright, keep going. Keep talking.
yeah. So I was really bad at making friends, and because I was an only child, I didn't really know. I was really bad at like interacting with people that didn't precisely get along with me.
Yeah.
I still kind of have a hard time with that, and I still like people people uh I've been called an angry person before. Recently, not super recently, but recently enough to make it relevant.
Let me tell you a story. Right about now is a good time to tell a story, right?
Right.
Um, when I was a kid,
Once upon a time.
give me a sec. When I was a kid, I had like one friend come over, like when I was like in primary school, which is like grade 1 to 7, really.
Okay.
So like being and it's not like I'm like an outsider. It's just I didn't know how to interact. Like I was basically told you're handicapped, so you don't have to do shit. Is basically the example I'll say. It's just when your mum doesn't try to instruct you in how to live a normal life, like most mothers try to do, it's weird, you know. Bad mothers are the worst. Let's just put it that way.
No, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I just. Anyway, go on with your story, man.
Um, oh lord. Uh, I guess my story kind of ended. Where did I leave off?
I don't remember. I've been drinking while I play.
Yeah. Um.
Keep, just start where you think you should start.
Uh,
Don't worry.
yeah, people have said that I'm an angry person, and I don't know if it's because I have a genetic resting bitch face, or
You're a
if
ginger.
it's
Anger comes naturally.
yeah.
Kidding.
That's no, legitimately something genetics, don't really want to get into it right now. But I was always super weird and people say that I'm an angry person. My friend Rhiannon, she was one of the people. She said that I was an angry person, and I asked why, and she said because you get frustrated super easily because people piss you off and you hold grudges because of the way you look sometimes, because of like your actions and your mannerisms. And I mean, it might just be because I'm super energetic and she's super introverted, and I just have a lot of emotions. And I actually it was almost confirmed. I went to a behavior specialist last year, uh, because my mom decided that I suddenly needed to see a therapist for some reason, and I told her, you know, all the basic stuff, like when my parents got divorced and how many friends do I have, how am I doing in school, what do I do to relieve stress, you know, all that. Um, and she said, well then, looking at it, I would say you probably have some sort of case of anxiety, depression, or possibly borderline personality disorder, but we would have to have many more sessions to confirm that. And then I never went back because my mom either forgot or we didn't have the money again, or, uh, you know,
I don't
something,
think you
something,
have
something.
personality disorder. Just it just seems you're
It's less of a personality disorder and more of an emotional disorder. It just
maybe
means that my it would mean that my emotions are really high. It's kind of like
fuck.
it's
Go on. Sorry,
it's
I got
it's fine.
attacked by a
Um
tentacle.
oh no. um it's extremely similar to bipolar disorder, but instead of having weeks or months of being either super happy or super depressed with like no cause, it's just like, all right, I guess for January I'm gonna be a happy fucking little fucker and spend all my money for no reason, and then maybe in March I'll be a completely depressed piece of shit and probably get fired because I don't go to work. No. Borderline personality disorder is when my emotions, like, there's no neutral. It's like I'm either angry, happy, or sad. There's no like middle, and I can switch like that. There's no gradual. It's like I could be completely happy one moment, and then all of a sudden I'm having a huge depressive episode and I want to fucking die.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't. I don't know. I don't know.
but I mean, you haven't really seen me when that happens. I try to keep our
Yeah.
relationship as meme as possible.
Yeah. You are a bitch to me most of the time. I understand that. No. I don't know, man. You know. Yeah. I do talk to Dank about you and stuff, and I just
Aw,
like it just seems usual girlfriend being a pain in the ass versus like
could
anything
be.
more than that. I don't know. I'm sure someone will say like you're an idiot, Isaac, and be like bleh. But I don't know. I don't see that.
No, yeah, and that's completely fine because when I'm around him, it's a lot better. But
Yeah,
when
it's
I'm
one of those
not, when
things. I
I'm like
feel
at
like
school,
I'm not gonna say it might be sound sexist when I say this, but I feel like people are better when they're with their significant other. Like when you're with a good person in a relationship, things are better. That's what I'm gonna say.
no, yeah, that's just surrounding yourself with good people that make you feel good. You're going to be a lot happier and emotionally stable. That's just how it
Yeah, and
works.
like it's bigger. That sort of shit is bigger when you're with someone like you're dating, just because of like the whole like it's a bigger emotional impact when you're around someone that's
You are my mate, and therefore you make everything better. Moi, I love you.
yeah.
um,
But yeah. Um. So Dank's internet has shit itself.
oh yeah, it's been shitting itself for the past like hour.
Yep. So anyone looking for Dank the sex lord? Why can't I cross this fucking bridge I made? God damn you, game.
Because the bridge says fuck you.
The bridge says fuck you. Ooh, there's another bridge. I don't even know if this will work, but I'll give it a go. I don't know. It's been good talking to you, though, Sadie.
Oh no, yeah, it's been great. I'd like to talk to you like this more often.
We should do it on the stream more, because I think it might be interesting to viewers and stuff, and be
No,
like,
yeah, there are some things though that I would like to say that I will refuse to say on stream.
well, I'll
Just for
let me
my
go
own
back to the
personal.
save point, and we can do that chat. How's that sound?
Oh no, we don't have to do it today. Really, it's fine.
Well, why don't we do it now? Because it's on your mind. Just.
Um,
Are you scared? Are you scared of the chat?
no, I'm just kind of scared of how you would react. I think maybe it's bedtime.
Okay.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, maybe, hopefully. What the fuck is in the NSFW chat?
Porn. Usually porn.
Chris!
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Chris, stop!
Oh look, the giant shark eats a man.
Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. It's 1 a.m. and
You're.
No, I don't have a school call tomorrow, but I do have a lot of math to do because I've been shirking it. And I'm most motivated to do that kind of stuff when I first wake up. I don't know why. It's not an energy thing. I don't know. I'm probably the least. Anyways, good night.
Good night. I'm trying to avoid being eaten by a giant fuck off shark. Ah! Leave me
Don't
alone,
worry,
Neptune!
It's just gonna rip off your toes. It's fine.
I'm dead.
Good.
This is I Blame Sadie stream. Alright. No.